How's it going, YouTube? Tyler Polaris here, guys. Doing a video here on the comparison between the back defender suspenders and the Blauer suspenders for law enforcement. So, as many of you know, you probably watched my video I put on a couple weeks ago, and the back defender goes underneath your uniform, whereas the Blauer suspenders go over top. So I'll give you a rundown on each and hits and pros and cons and stuff like that. I've used both, and I've actually I've switched to one now permanently, and I'll get into that here in a little bit. But here we go. So first off, the back defender system. You saw this in my last video. It goes underneath your uniform shirt and stuff like that. The back defender. Sorry, it's falling all over the place. Excuse me, and it fell. The back defender I liked. The price point was about $200, anywhere from $200 to $240, depending on what you get added to it. Okay, so the back defender, it worked well and it didn't work well. And this is just for me. Okay, I have a lot of guys who I work with who think I'm crazy for thinking this way, but this is my experience. Okay, with the back defender. One, it did its job. It took the weight of my belt off my back, and it put it on my shoulders like it's supposed to do. It did its job. However, these big things that hook into your pants and then hook onto your belt kicked my ass, okay? The ones on my back didn't bother me at all, okay? But the ones on the front, okay, these are not very, granted, they are pretty flexible, okay, but they're still a solid piece of material, okay? These on the front would leave me every single day I'd wear this. I'd wear it for a 12-hour shift. I would have knots on my front hip bones, just on the front. My backs were fine. My front hip bones, I'd have a knot anywhere from the size of a golf ball to like almost a tennis ball one day. And it was just because how these sit all day long. And I even tried moving them off my hip bone. I adjusted my belt. I jacked up everything on my belt to try to accommodate these. And they beat the shit out of my front hips. I even tried wearing them multiple days, causing myself excruciating pain to try to see if it would like callus and break them in. I tried everything. Hot water. I literally tried everything to make this so it would not kill me, and it still killed me. So, my review of the back defender is, don't be skinny if you want to use this product. I mean, everyone who I, complain to this about, who I work with, they're all significantly, they got more meat on their bones than I do. I mean, I'm pretty much a twig. So a few of us out there who work in law enforcement are like twigs. So if you're going to go with this, I would not dish out 250 odd bucks, whatever you want to call it, to get this product, because you're probably going to have the same issue I did on my front hips. One other person who I've talked to who is small, not as small as me, but is small, they also experienced similar pains in the front, not to the level I did, and I don't know if it's my hips or what it is, but the back defender did its job, but it really hurt me in the process, and I wasn't having it. So unfortunately, that's you live and learn. $200 and something down the drain, but you know what? I'll give it to somebody who wants to use it and help them out. So that's the back defender. And honestly, the back defender was honestly the biggest pain in the ass to put on. I had to take everything out of my duty belt, which I still do for these other suspenders. Not everything. I take out my gun and my taser and stuff like that. But it was such a pain to get ready. It literally adds another 5 to 10 minutes to your day in the morning to get ready. So take that into account, okay? Next, these are the Blauer external suspenders. I don't know the exact name of what they're called. Let me tell you off the top of my head. Let me look it up real quick. I apologize. I forgot what their exact name is. But Blauer offers a few options. How do I put it? Oh, they're called the Blauer armor skin suspenders. So that's what they're called. Sorry, I apologize. I forgot the name. These work fantastic, and they're simple and they're easy. Okay. They're a heck of a lot easier to set up. The back defender took me and my girlfriend literally about an hour and a half to get it set up to where I liked it. These, you can do it by yourself. you have to kind of change your belt a little bit, maybe, possibly, depending on your belt. But so this is the back. I just have a rubber glove pouch, whatever you want to call it, in the middle, and it separates my two keepers perfectly. So there's that. But you just hook these back ones in, and then you run the front ones up to the front belt keepers, like you usually keep 2 up front, 2 in the rear or more. You just extend the little extender and tightener clip, and it's easy. You can get them on and ready to go and set up in less than like 5 minutes. And honestly, to get ready in the morning, it adds maybe another 2 minutes, maybe. It depends. So with my agency, we don't have external vests. We don't even have we don't have tactical rigs. We don't have the external vests where you wear like a uniform shirt under, and then you put like your armor inside of a vest. It's like made by Blauer. There's many options, and we don't have the cool high-speed survival armor external vests. Unfortunately, we don't. So we just have a basic, uniform shirt. In my department's policy and stuff, there was nothing against these. And I asked, my chain of command, I said, hey, can I wear these? Because the other ones, they're hurting me. I came forward. I said, hey, this is hurting me really bad, and I have this option. And they didn't have any issue with it. What are they? Realistically, think about this, okay? If your agency says, no, you can't wear that, but you're trying to help your back and you're trying to help your body, you get that stuff in writing from them. Like, I would have them write a memo that says you can't wear this because XYZ. And so then when you turn around with back problems and you want to file workman's comp, you can say, well, they refused to offer me the opportunity to help prevent this injury. So, granted, if you want to go down that road, but what I'm saying, though, is more than likely your agency is not going to care, because realistically, most agencies let you wear what you want most of the time, okay? So, these have little clips. So, these little clips hook onto your belt keepers. You can just leave it attached. What this is for is if you need to do a quick release. However, in my opinion, it's easier to just pop it off the belt keeper than to undo that, because you actually, when you're trying to, sorry, I'm trying to not get my ass kicked by a clip. Undoing this is not as easy as it looks. It's easy when you do it and you sit here and you look at it, but when it's on your back and stuff, it's easier to pop the keeper off to get them off. So, only bad thing is if you don't have an external vest, and even if you do, this gives somebody else something to grab, okay? These are made to break away, though, okay? I'm not going to break the clip. But if they're hooked on, and somebody yanks on this, twists it, whatever, it's going to break this clip. Either it's going to break it out of the pocket, or it'll snap the clip. It's made to break away for a reason, so somebody can't grab you by your suspender and drag you all over the world. Granted, it does create a strangulation hazard. It does create... potential. I guess somebody could beat you with it if they want, but it creates an object for somebody to grab and a weapon for somebody to use against you. So you got to keep that in mind. Okay. Granted, like anything can be used as a weapon against you. Like me, I don't carry an asp because I don't want to control it. Okay. Or like a radio cord. A lot of agencies do not have the money to give everybody the wireless, cool hand mics that are all in one. Most agencies, you either have, a mic up front, or you have a hand mic that goes around the back. Anything you have on you can be used against you, so that's what you have to think about. And it's up to you to determine what kind of risk you want to take and what kind of methods you want to take to secure yourself and the equipment on your body. So that's something that's different for everybody, okay? So, overall, though, I prefer the Blauers. They're easier, they're cheaper. I think they're like $50 to $60. They're not that expensive, okay? They even come with multiple replacement clips. I don't even know how many I got. I got between 2 and 4 replacement clips that came with it. So if they do break, just swap them real quick. Simple and easy. The Blauer ones, like I said, I don't have external vests, so I just wear them over top. And yeah, I kind of look really goofy, but you know what? And not very many people make fun of me because they're like, man, you're not going to have back problems in 20 years. Precisely my point. One thing I forgot to add, with both suspenders, okay, it is going to bring your duty belt up a little higher. It's going to bring it up anywhere from like half an inch to like an inch or two. Okay, so that is going to affect with your weapon draws and your taser draws. It's going to affect everything, and that's something I didn't realize until after I got it on. And I was in the morning, I was like, "Oh, what the heck?" And it's going to bring it up higher. It's just a little different. You got to get used to it. And I actually moved my holster a little bit more back for my weapon because it's easier for me to grab that when it's higher than it is if it's easier for me to grab it if the belt's higher, if it's more back. So that's just me. You kind of got to play with it. Like with anything, when you change something, you got to play with it and see if it works or not. So overall, both products are very good. It depends what your agency allows you to wear. It depends, what you want to do, the risks you want to take, and how much time you want to spend getting ready in the morning. If your agency is fortunate enough to wear cool external vests with rigs and stuff, and if you want suspenders too, these things, you just put them over your uniform shirt or whatever you have to wear underneath, and then just put your external vest over it, and they're completely covered. So that would be something that's nice about that, is then you don't have that risk of people being able to grab them and stuff like I do. So I think that sums it up, guys. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, throw them in the comment section. And yeah, guys, please shoot me a subscribe and a like if you liked it. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.